could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you.
And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. It can certainly get loud inside this building, and just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the Washington Redskins. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go now. 15-1. Drop deep.
Now the second year back from LSU, it's Darius Geis. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Geis with the carry on second down. And some space here. A big play there out of Geis. 59 yards for him on the ground. Well, every quarterback, especially a rookie quarterback, loves to have plays like that from a guy running the ball.
Takes a lot of pressure off the youngster, doesn't it? He doesn't have to throw the ball in bad situations. Just turns around, hands it to his big horse, and we've seen rookie quarterbacks ride great runners right into the playoffs.
Now it's Haskins. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sack back at the 29. Everson Griffin on the sack, taken to the fourth round back in 2010. What a steal. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Looking to throw, Haskins. Caught on the right side, Reed. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Jordan Reed. His 4th touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. It's good, and the Redskins take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Now here's the first carry for Amir Abdullah. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tackle made by the Pro Bowl safety Landon Collins. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
Looking to throw on second down. Cousins. He'll hit his running back, Amir Abdullah. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Cousins flushed out right. Josh Doxson's got it complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Pilot, 64, weak. Slam. Through.
A second down run for Abdullah. And an alley to run. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. but how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side, but how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Derrick Henry, his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point up and good by Bailey, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
On 2nd and 1, Haskins flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Danielle Hunter able to record his 5th sack of the season.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Haskins on 3rd down. He's got his running back, Darius Geis. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys? Coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night, guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. From midfield now, Haskins. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Montez Sweat in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Throwing on 2nd and long. Cousins. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long.
Hey, exit.
3rd and long for Cousins. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
Well, that kind of catch is supposed to pay off with at least a 1st down, isn't it?
Instead, he'll just add it to his highlight reel, but they don't pick up the first.
Yeah, he gets the yardage, he gets the catch, but now they have a decision to make.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Geis. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now after the run by Geis, here's 1st and 10. On first down, it's Haskins. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. That's an experienced DB picking off a rookie, and you know sometimes those experienced DBs, they love going against the young pups, don't they?
And I go back to the offseason, had a quick conversation with him about, hey, when you play younger quarterbacks, what's it like for you? And he says it's like being a boxer. I give him a lot of different angles, a lot of different looks, and a lot of times I just bait the young guy.
And there he baited him right into the interception. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. He was taken down by Quentin Dunbar.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Derrick Henry. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
12 yards there, first down Vikings. On first down, Abdullah.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. From the red zone now, Cousins. They'll roll him out right. And he's got it. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. We knew he was close to the line of scrimmage, and they say he stepped over.
Well, when you see him in that position, you think he's become a runner. As a DB, you start to react towards the line of scrimmage. They can often throw it over your head.
That one good for 10 yards, and that'll make it third down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And Bailey able to knock it through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. He was looking for Paul Richardson there.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. A first down throw for Cousins. A deep ball for Dotson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in because they're really maybe one completion away from giving their kicker a shot. And that gives them a chance to get some points up on the board.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now Haskins on first down. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Vernon Davis, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins are going to retake the lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final? And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. To throw is Cousins. Going up top. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. This time they stay on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a 4th down. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Davis now to return it. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
Ready. 57 to end it. Go train. Get the bell. I got one. 55 is my guy. 55. They gonna need some therapy after this.
Throwing now. Haskins on 1st down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. picked up by Mike Hughes. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defense is...
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Matthew Ioannidis in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Black. 50's the mic. Five. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Mike's hot. Mike's 50.
Hot. No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Here we go.
At the 46-yard line.
Hurry up. Let's go. Mike's 54. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Mike's 54.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to fire. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
The Vikings take over first and 10. Let's go. 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Again, it's Henry. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go. Yeah, maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
56. Mike, 50. Right there, 56. It's our time. It's our time. Hey, Alpha. Go ahead.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. Deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football and contesting everything.
A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Redskins will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10.
Ready?
On 1st down, this is Geis. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. 3rd down, here's Haskins. And now here is another interception. Xavier Rhodes with a pick, and he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the 1st down as well.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. That's going to be caught. And a nice gain of 21 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Quentin Dunbar right there on the coverage.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player. But sometimes...
And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Derrick Henry. His 2nd touchdown of the night as his guys are back within a single score. Nice execution there. Good job by the O-line getting him in for the 2nd time.
And you always have to start with credit there when you're having a big game. I mean, you don't get there by yourself. That's rare. But how about the ability to see the proper holes, pick the proper place to go, and find his way into the end zone?
And he's not going to get in as a try for 2 comes up empty. So they will be unable to cut this to a field goal as the differential remains 5. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Staying on the ground, it's Love. The tackle made there by Linval Joseph.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first. On 3rd down, here's Love. And able
able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
First down, Redskins.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
16.
Here's Geis. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 47-yard line.
Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. And he will find his man on the outside. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. A big pickup of 38.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
Geis, they'll try to run it. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Cousins now to throw on first down. He's got his rookie tight end. That's Herb Smith Jr. A gain of 6 there on first. Kirk Cousins last year started all 16 games, but only led the Vikes to just 1 fourth-quarter comeback like he's trying to do here. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
And that's why defenders are often frustrated offensive guys. Actually made the catch, looked good doing it, but couldn't get his feet down in order to finish off the takeaway.
Good route here.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. A deep ball for Dotson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A Redskin first down, the pickup 15 yards. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. This is Geis. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Offensively, with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this.
And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Vernon Davis with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the interception by the Redskins deed leads to a touchdown. Hopkins with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Marquez swept one down.
From the 27, Cousins docks him with a grab over the middle. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Cousins now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. That'll bring up second down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Hey, we're good, we're good.
Here's Cousins. He's got it complete. Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry all alone. Touchdown, Vikings. Derrick Henry, 66 yards. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And the return won't go anywhere. They'll be back deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. It's a kickoff return score on a squib kick. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Gun.
Cousins on first down. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. A good pickup there, 21 yards. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Cousins. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Redskins scoop it. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. He was looking for Paul Richardson there, but it'll be second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Haskins going to try to throw it. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That goes for a gain of 31. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Haskins. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Jordan Reed with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Redskins. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Just get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. They go play action. Cousins. He's going to let it fly. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. The offense on third down tonight, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on third down. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. From the 31, Cousins. Now a desperation throw deep, and it'll be intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick.
We got this.
His guys take over first and 10 at their own 20.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Flushed out right. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel